Hello, Internet, and welcome back to The Gall, the official review show for The Nerve, Lawrence, Kansas's premier drag competition show, hosted by me, Chay D, of course. This is the only place that you can get your sorted deets on all things The Nerve. This week's challenge, Punk is a Joke, and our special guest, a fellow Dorothy Nadal's founder, and our in-house judge of the week, it's Ema Eagle!
Hi! Thank you so much for having me, Chay D.
Thanks for coming.
Mwah. Mwah.
Okay, so let the people know where they can find you and what you're always looking for in a drag performance.
Okay, where you can find me is at Ema_Eagle. That's Ema, E-M-A, Eagle. I just didn't know where I could fit that second M. So it was an incredibly difficult week because we knew we were going to be sending 2 people home. And so we were, the judges panel took it very seriously.
Absolutely.
And yes, what I was particularly looking for, if anyone knows my drag, you know that I am looking for concept work.
Yes.
I really am interested in...
Concept queen!
Yeah, and especially for this week, the melding of 2 ideas, I think is a perfect place to play. Like, how are they really bringing together punk and comedy in a really beautiful fusion? That was my goal this week.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. This week we asked our contestants to prepare a performance based on the prompt, Punk is a Joke. We were expecting them to do a punk rock number with a little bit of a humorous twist and make us laugh.
I love this week. I mean,
I
always love, I love themed shows. I love being able to sink my teeth into drag that has like heady ideas. I loved all the performances. It was really, really hard to judge. But at the end of the day, there were a few that stood out above the rest.
Absolutely.
And there were a few that, well, let's just say, sat on the whoopee cushion, if you will.
Really fun because the punk theme, punk
Yes.
aesthetics, I feel like is very Lawrence.
Yes.
So far this week in terms of like outfit choices, aesthetic choices, has kind of been my favorite so far. It's been really fun and playful.
Yeah. This week, it was equal across the board. 30 points per category for the look, the concept, and the performance.
That's important.
And then 10 points overall. And this is something that I think is really important to talk about because week to week it changes.
Absolutely.
For example, Jenny Tonic's week, the look obviously had the highest number. So what I was really looking for was, do you find a punk aesthetic that brings together has cohesion throughout the outfit?
Up first, it's Public Enema number 1.
I mean, it was just Public Enema number 1. It's really hard, I will say it's really hard as a judge when someone comes out the gate that strong, because you need to gauge kind of like where the rest of the contestants may fall. Concept was there, it was comical, I got it, they're a punker in a nursing home. Like, it was just a really brilliant way to explore this topic, I thought.
Absolutely.
Overall, really cohesive. The only note that I ended up giving them was that there was a moment where another elderly patient in the nursing home and the nurse got into a brawl behind them. It distracted a bit from their performance, but overall, when they locked into choreography later on, I mean, it just was a brilliant number. Really well executed.
No, I thought it was stupid funny. Definitely ace the prompt. I love the bald cap. I love the poopy butt.
Yeah, wearing the depends.
Yes! Okay, so here at the Gall, we give people boots. And that's a good thing.
Oh, boots.
It's a positive thing.
Okay, boots.
Yes.
Okay.
And so we do it out of 5 boots. So
out of 5
how many
boots?
boots would you give Public Enema out of 5?
Oh, I think 4.5 boots out of 5.
4.5 boots.
4.5 boots.
I always love Public. Like I said, I'm always entertained by them too. They're so funny and hilarious to me. And so I would have to also give them a 4.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
It's serotonin.
Oh gosh. Okay. So.
Not oh gosh!
I take it back. Okay, so what I will say is I thought conceptually it was strong.
Absolutely.
I thought it was a good concept, and I thought actually overall the performance execution was pretty good.
Welcome to the first ever roast of the nerve. Wants and needs in life. Like serotonin for me is like I need it to be happy, and Chance has the last name romance because they'll fuck anything with a heartbeat. It really should have won Filth Week, but its performance was super underwhelming. Abra's mother kitten is here. Hi, kitten. You know, I can always tell when kitten enters a room just from, the odor. It makes a lot of sense. I want to take a moment and give some love to our fallen comrades. Okay? Rest in peace.
Either hey there, ho there.
Drive it. Not that. I'm here for a while. I'm here to stay. Thank you very much.
I felt that the costume could have been pushed a little further into
yes.
either a punk territory or a comedic territory. I thought the look was cohesive, and I thought it looked great, and it made, I mean, it was a great look on her. I mean,
Her body was good.
It was it. But it's really hard to compare a roast battle to punky, often subversive numbers that are challenging the status quo, that are challenging society or how we think about femininity. It was really brilliantly written. Again, it was a great roast.
But that wasn't the prompt.
But it didn't feel like it nailed the vibe of this week. So
With that being said,
yes.
how many boots would you give Miss Serotonin?
I'd still give her, oh God, like a 3.75 boots out of 5.
You give her like 3 boots and like a pleaser platform.
Yes, exactly.
It's just like a little too clean, which I feel like is weird to say in this setting, but because of the prompt itself, it's like, it was meant to be punky, stupid, incorporate some of that like Lawrence culture into the performance.
Yes.
And I think that she was disadvantaged because she's not a Lawrence performer, she's from Kansas City.
Yes.
And so I think like that niche sort of aesthetic choice and vibe just wasn't really there. And so for that, I would also I'd give it a 3 out of 5. It was a strong number, I just don't think it was necessarily what the prompt was asking.
Yes.
From the House of Ravenna, it's Ricochet Ravenna.
One of my dear, longtime friends.
Yes,
I mean, we go way.
It's a
Yeah,
drag
no,
sibling.
I mean, truly. Am I allowed to swear?
Yes, absolutely.
I can't, okay.
Pussy.
I felt that overall, the concept, it was why I asked them, what was your concept for the week? Because I felt like it kind of got lost in the sauce. A few reveals didn't go well.
Yes.
They lost their wig at a time when it felt like it wasn't supposed to come off. The look itself, I was trying to find cohesion, or at least kind of like a through line between like essentially the act 1, act 2, and act 3 of that number. It felt slightly disjointed from piece to piece. I don't know. It was.
So you hated it.
Yeah, I know. I love you so much.
Do you have anything nice to say?
No. Oh my God. Okay. Taking the hair out mid-performance, that is hard to do.
It is. And it was natural hair. Hey.
Hard to do quickly, and it looked so good.
Just a lot of ideas bouncing around, and if they were able to kind of like simplify it and streamline it a little bit, I think they probably would have had a little bit more success this week. How many boots would you give Ricochet Ravenna?
I don't know. I'd say 2.75. 2.75 boots.
2 boots and a pleaser.
I'd
give it 2.5.
Yeah.
I think I give it 2.5.
Yeah,
like it's
I'm
not,
kind of in
it's
that
not
quadrant.
2. It wasn't terrible by any means.
It was certainly not a
There's
bad
just a
performance.
lot going on, I think.
Yes.
It's Abracadaver.
I mean, I loved Abra. It gave a really good performance. I would say that traffic cones on the jeans I thought were it was
the
so
traffic
good.
cones.
But in terms of what I was saying earlier, the orange was not referenced again really in the upper portion, or at least I didn't catch it. It may have been referenced in the makeup, but I didn't see it. Costume was wearing it almost instead. Do you know what I'm saying?
Instead of it wearing the costume.
Instead of it wearing the costume. Still gave a great performance. I thought that the costume reflected kind of what it wanted to show.
Absolutely.
Maybe there's a traffic cone on the head, or
Right.
maybe
They just walked out with the traffic cone on. And,
exactly.
Like, took it off.
The exit and re-enter can be a really powerful tool. It felt like we missed a couple punchlines. It felt like there were a couple things that didn't quite land.
I think their look was really incredible. It was something that like I could see them wearing literally at any other
Yes,
point, especially
yeah.
because Abra, I think, does evoke like a punk vibe just naturally. It was just a little underwhelming, I think.
Yeah.
Especially for Abra, because Abra is an entertainer that like really takes it there, right?
I would give it like a 3.5
3.5.
boots out of 5. I think it was
Yes.
still a strong showing from Abra, and yeah, it was just like tiny little things.
I would have to agree with you. I think that 3.5 is like the perfect score for this number. It's Rose Champagne.
I thought this was one of Rose's strongest weeks
Absolutely.
in the competition. I don't know what it was, but it felt like in the air. Serotonin had just done a roast on Rose, saying, well, you know, she's always in the bottom, and then she really came out and just ate. Everything felt perfect. It was on brand.
It was.
She was Rose.
She was all pink.
She was
I
all
live.
pink. And it's so hard to do that. The saxophone was gaggy and interesting.
The saxophone was so good.
And as someone who has played clarinet and drag before, it is so hard to play, especially woodwinds.
Absolutely. I would have to agree with all of those comments. I think the look was amazing. Obviously, I'm biased because I love pink, but she did look really cool. She evoked the punk vibe overall really well.
She pushed herself to do something different.
She challenged herself even
Yeah,
further.
but I think in general the execution was there. Like I think she really did a
And
great
sister,
job.
if you ever need an airbrush machine,
I think 4.75.
absolutely.
4.75, almost a perfect score. I
Yes.
mean, yeah, incredible
I
work.
would have to agree with you. I think that
Yeah.
I think she really came out this week and
Yes.
was like, I am showing y'all what's up.
Yeah.
So congratulations, baby. Up next, it's Stony Star. And baby, we forgot about you last week, but we got you this week, okay?
I mean, how could we forget this week?
How
I
could
mean,
we?
I mean, honestly, do you want me to just say what I put on the judges sheet?
Yeah, please take it away.
I just put hearts under every category, and then it was like close to a perfect score for me. Incredibly conceptualized. It's also a Kansas reference. It's a
Literally.
late internet reference, especially in the queer community. So many people are familiar with Most Popular Girls in School.
Ashley Cacciatore. Yeah, she's Stephen Carmichael told me all about it. What the fuck? I want to poop here. For as long as I want.
She knew every.
Tight.
It was insane.
And she was going in and out, like it was fully mixed throughout her song.
No, that was why I was like getting chills. I was like, oh my god.
That Stoney's performance was a master class in the prompt for this week.
Yes.
Like she really blew it out of the water.
Yeah.
And then poop jokes.
Yeah, and then poop jokes. It was like we got every layer of it and the execution. Yeah, 5 out of 5.
5
boots.
out of 5 boots. I
It
can't
was-
agree any more than that.
It was brilliant.
You did amazing, baby.
Yeah, congratulations.
Up next, it's Tandy.
Tandy gave an incredible performance with a tight lip sync. Overall, I felt the look was, again, lacking some cohesion, but I still got it. Maybe the first reveal to second reveal could have had like little things that help tie them together. Could put like a little brooch on the first outfit that has a color reference to the second outfit. Or, you know, little things like that. Unless the point is to like subvert cohesion, which it kind of was in Tandy's number. The interpretive dance component, spoken word, brilliant. In general, it was like lacking in a few areas for the look for me, maybe.
I feel like very similarly to how I was feeling with Abra's number about
Yes.
Tandy is that like it had all the pieces, right? And it definitely like answered the prompt adequately. I just was wanting a little bit more, and I don't necessarily know if that was from the performance or the look itself.
3 points. No, I'll give it a 4. I'll give it a
You
4.
4?
I think that the spoken word kind of brought it back for me.
I agree. I think that like I said earlier, it was an adequate showing of what the prompt was. I just wanted just a little bit more. I loved her makeup, and so I give it 3.5.
Yeah.
I give it 3.5 out of 5. Up next, it's Kansas Campbell.
I thought Kansas also had a great showing this week.
Yeah.
I thought it was a risk that she executed well.
Absolutely.
I thought that it was funny and stupid and interesting. I enjoyed watching it. Obviously, she is always going to perform. I
Yes,
mean, like
down.
Again, the cohesion between beginning, middle, end. I got it,
Yeah.
but it felt again maybe like it could have gone a little bit further, or we could have taken like that spoken portion at the beginning, and it could have become like a TED Talk-esque thing, where it's like she's like, this is the meaning of this word.
Yes.
And then it's like the performance cuts in the middle and she's like takes the mic again and is like, So now for like an etymology or like just to
examples.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Overall, a great showing from Kansas. I would also give it like a four boots, 4 out of 5.
Yes.
I thought it was great.
I agree. I think that the concept was great. I love the fact that she sat there and like the whole kind of number was based on the fact that she was thinking of like the word punk.
Yeah.
She had a beard this week, which I was just like gagged at.
Yeah, I thought it was
I would
great.
also give it 4 out of 5.
It's
Really
such
funny.
a good, fun number.
Last but definitely not least, it's Zoe Xenon.
There were a few things that we have seen kind of in the history of Zoe Xenon in the as we've watched Zoe throughout the season that I'm kind of picky on.
Absolutely.
But I also have sympathy for. We saw a gag kind of go wrong. We saw another prop, the glove, come apart in the middle of the number. Again, we're challenging kind of technical issues within the number. Obviously, she looked great. I mean,
so cool.
The overall concept and execution I thought was brilliant. Also, as someone who specializes in projections and stuff, we really saw that from her this week, which I thought was brilliant. It felt punk. It felt really good. And I felt like Zoe. Overall, again, like probably like 3.75 boots.
I agree with a lot of those critiques you made. I think that I was really excited to see what Zoe's going to bring this week just because I feel like the prompt is very her. Loved the headpiece.
The
And
headpiece
I know that
was
she made
brilliant,
that herself,
yeah.
and so like that was incredible. Fists were fun. The fact that like some of those pieces were kind of falling apart is, especially in a competition setting, those are things that we're looking at. I would give Zoe a 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
That brings us to our tops this week.
Yes.
In the top this week, we had Rose Champagne
Stony Star.
and Public Enema #1. Our winner this week was, drumroll please, Stony Star! You ate that, baby. Seriously.
She absolutely deserves
It was
it.
incredible. Just like we have tops, we have to have our bottoms. And this week we had 4. So, it was Ricochet Ravenna from the House of Ravenna, Zoe Xenon, Abra Cadaver, and Serotonin.
Ultimately, the scores were quite tight.
They were.
The difference between being
Like me.
Yes. Well, it was pretty close.
It was neck and neck. It really
It was what it was.
It was what it was. And we always allow the audience to do a little Save a Gal moment. And so this week's Save a Gal went to Zoe Xenon.
Zoe Xenon.
The crowd loves her.
Yeah, I am really happy that Zoe was the Save a Girl.
We had 2 people who had to lip sync for their lives.
Well, 3 people.
Well, 3 people who had to lip sync for their lives,
people.
and 2 of them unfortunately went home this week.
Yeah.
And those 2 people were from the House of Ravenna, Ricochet Ravenna, and our good sister from Kansas City, Serotonin.
Again, both with good performances tonight.
Yes.
Technical issues
Yes.
for Ricochet and a little bit of cohesion problems in the concept. Serotonin, I feel like just really tricky to compare.
She set herself apart.
She set herself apart, and it was a risk, big swing.
Yeah.
But was it a hit?
Those 2 who went home this week will not be the last that we see from them
Yes.
at all. So please go ahead and follow them and give them all your support and love.
Okay, next week will be the boob tube inspired week, the boob tusicle, if you will. Next week, the look will be judged less critically, but we want to see great acting. We want to see good concepts behind these numbers. The contestants will be filling in the blanks, essentially, for the characters. The theme is on The Wizard of Oz. So they are going to tell the queer story of The Wizard of Oz through drag. I am so excited to be your guest judge next week. Thank you so much, Chay D,
you,
Boots,
baby.
for
I love
having
you.
me. I love you too.
And thank you all for tuning in. Please come support The Nerve every Sunday at Maceli's at 7 p.m. And please stay tuned for the next episode of The Gall every week. Thank you and goodbye, Internet!